Well, hello there, everybody. Look, we've got a new set. This is the wrong Chiron. Why is that on the wrong Chiron? There we go. It's the Nth Forum number 4. It may not be the first, but it is the Nth Forum, and I'm glad you're joining us here. Oh my goodness, absolutely. This is for July 8th, 2021. Let's not waste any time introducing our panelists for the evening. Let's see. Who do we got? Hey, look, everybody! From youtube.com/MerkingPixel. It's Jace.
What's up, everybody? How we doing today?
Doing great. And hailing from the world... Oh, God, you're so big. How did that happen? Hailing from the world-famous TikTok, as I shrink you down. Oh, Kelly! I'm
So
here to conquer
big,
your
Kelly.
streams! Okay, we gotta stop that. Hang on. I got you, fam. How's TikTok going?
Great, I run that place, so it's just me and then all my hundreds of millions of followers. So, it's nice.
Is that how you do? What's your most viral video?
It's just like watching me say hi to people. That's just it. I don't know. I can't even come up with anything clever.
You're going around the Citadel or something. Hang on, let's bring up. Oh my God, Jace, we were doing
what?
You blew up.
What did I do?
You changed your Skype thing, and now you're just a giant logo.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I'm just gonna leave it here.
Oh no.
We'll figure it out.
Are you gonna call me big too?
You are big. You're bigger
Just
than
a big S logo.
Oh, there we go. What? No.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You're like going around the mall and you're just saying hi to people. Hello, my name is Kelly. And everyone's like, hi.
Yeah. And then they're trying to sell me stuff, I'm sure. Sell me cologne or a watch or a cell phone or...
The past couple times I've been in
sunglasses.
a mall... Oh, God.
Yeah.
Jewelry, nails...
Yeah, jewelry. All of that.
Yeah, they... I haven't been bothered the past couple times I've been to the mall. But... Citadel Mall here in... Even Chapel Hills, because I was up at Chapel Hills a couple weeks ago for the Comic-Con. Jace, come back to us. You're a giant Skype logo.
I didn't do anything. I see a video on mine, man.
There you go. Whatever you just clicked brought you back.
I didn't click anything. Whatever you're doing.
I'm not doing any. Well,
hands
are up. Oh my God.
Free. Okay, I'm not touching anything. I promise.
All right, let me make sure.
My TikTok army hacking.
Damn you, TikTok!
It's God. I'm making sure that everything's good here. Usually I check on the Chromebook to make sure everything's okay, Twitch looks good. Yeah, that's fine. Hang on. I guess I didn't adjust this too much. No, I had to get rid of an alert on the phone. So I knocked the phone back a little bit, but I changed the set. I rotated the entire set this past weekend, and so I've got a different backdrop. I'm not just looking into the back hole of the apartment. I'm actually looking at stuff, and that's pretty rad.
Oh, I didn't even look. I didn't even notice. I'm looking at it now.
Now you are, yeah, because you can't see it when we're on Skype. You can only see it after the fact.
Well, it's not as purple as it has been. Where's your accent lights?
And he doesn't look like
something
the Hulk,
again,
the
Jace.
green, right? All I did was bring up YouTube for a second.
That's mixing with...
God.
There we go. Yes, there's your purple.
I turned off YouTube.
Yeah,
for you.
I don't know what it's doing. I don't understand the future. There's green for the green room. And
I can change where the video is coming from. It might be coming from somewhere else if it's screwing stuff up.
Yeah. Well,
hold on.
You just become a giant Skype logo. That's all.
It's routing through the camera, so I don't know what's going on with it.
I don't know. Friggin' know. So I've got some stuff up. I've got some Lego boxes. I got my bonsai tree box. The bonsai tree is over there on the table behind me. I've got my Pet Monster and my Stretch Armstrong. What's up, Yahoo? Welcome to the chat. I've got my Zephram Cochrane from action figure from First Contact. Zephram Cochrane, the inventor of Warp Drive.
Okay. I thought you were saying something dirtier. I'm sorry.
Of course. Yeah, that's of course. And my Switchback scarf, because now I'm a lifelong Switchbacks fan. And my latest Vibram box. And just all kinds of crazy crap. I had to harvest all kinds of crazy crap. Yeah, I still have my Pet Monster. Absolutely. So how was your guys' 4th of July? That just happened a couple days ago. The dogs, well, the critters seem to be okay. Kirby's just always on. I didn't have enough time with him tonight, so he's going to be meowing and fussing and doing all this stuff. But one of the dogs is just deathly afraid of fireworks and stuff, so
that's not good.
Got to cuddle.
Mine was good. Just kind of hung out with the wife and kid. We left some sparklers, and it was cool because we were outside where we live, and some neighbors were like, "You want to come watch fireworks?" I'm like, "Yeah." So we go over there. Some of the friends show up, and they busted out the good fireworks, like shooting in the air fireworks and like really loud ones. Oh, dude, yeah, it was cool. It's like I was like, we didn't have to buy fireworks? You just go to a neighbor's house and watch theirs. So it was kind of cool. But yeah, it was a very chill kind of thing. But I did have to bring like little ear protectors for him because some of the stuff was pretty loud. So I mean, you just got to watch out for that kind of thing. Bet. Yeah, no animals, so I can't speak on that unless you consider me an animal, and I was okay with the sound. So.
I had to put you in a cage.
Yeah, it happens. Rawr, so
Oh. Whew. Cool. Did you eat good?
What did we have? We had pizza and wings.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
With some Bud Light. I actually broke down and got some Bud Light. I know it's pretty basic, like Bud Light, but I mean, just beer, dude. I wasn't like
something to lubricate the.
What sucks is I got spoiled living in Arizona because they had this great beer from Santan Valley called Kilt Lifter. It was amazing. It was like a dark ale. I loved it. But every other beer is just awful after that. So it's just like, yeah, it's Bud Light. It's cool. Sure. So, but but it was good, man. We had a good time with the kiddo.
Oh, that's cool. Cool. Kels, how'd your 4th go?
It was fine. I actually stayed inside most of the time. It's all day. It like started hailing like crazy. I thought my house was going to, I don't know, explode or something. I don't know. But yeah, like I was watching like TV something, and it just started hailing, and it was like hailing sideways, and so like one side of the house was getting hit, and then the other side of the house was getting hit. And whenever it hit the side of the house that I was on, like I couldn't sit down by the window because I couldn't like hear anything. Like,
wow.
I thought like it was hail was going to come through, but it was just so loud. I just had to like stop what I was watching, and I was just like, okay, well, please stop because I can't hear at all. Like nothing. It was crazy.
You just gotta wait it out.
And then I played Terraria for the first time. So yeah, I did. Oh, well, was it? I can't remember if I started on Saturday and then picked up on Sunday. I think I might have started on Sunday and picked up on Monday. But yeah, just with my little brother, and that's an interesting game. Yeah. I'm confused as hell on some of it because I'm like in my head thinking it's going to be simple like Minecraft, but there's like all this extra.
Yeah. I mean, Terraria is just Minecraft but in 2D. Jace, you are a giant Skype logo.
But it's got like all the extra stuff, like it's like basically like Minecraft with like all the mods.
Yeah, and like a bunch of stuff underneath there and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about it later, but Jace got Starbound for me, and I've put in like 20 minutes, and I have not gotten to the point where I'm beyond the confusion yet, but I'm sure I will be at some point.
Yeah.
What did you do for food?
I had brats
Oh, that's
and then some chips.
That sounds good.
that sounds amazing. We had a barbecue at work, so everyone brought
Nice.
everything, and of course, there was enough different things brought that I had to like strategically plan out what each plate was going to be, so I could get like this, like sample everything and taste stuff and things like that, and I overate by like a lot, and then I didn't eat for like another 24 hours after that because stomach was not treating me well after that. But it was fun, and I got to eat a lot of food, and that was good. So, I mean,
I was thinking about like going to see fireworks, but since they did the whole in Colorado Springs, they did the whole fireworks from your porch thing. It was kind of like, and I can't see them from my porch.
yeah,
So.
you have you can't. Is it facing the other way?
Yeah, I'm like completely facing like just the spot that's not covered by fireworks, I guess.
Oh, nice.
So it's real cool.
Oh,
That's always fun.
There was a video after the fact that that showed like all the fireworks going off at night over all of town, and it was pretty nuts. And I don't know, I'm not a big fireworks guy, so I don't give a poop. And the only time I'm really into fireworks is when they do the Adaman thing on New Year's Eve. Jace, you are still a giant Skype logo.
I didn't do anything. I'll fix it. Hold
You
on.
touch one button, and there you go. You're back.
I'm gonna fix it right now. Hold on.
All right, yeah.
Let's try this camera.
Nope. You're gone. Bye.
Why is it not?
I don't
routing it?
know
Let's
what.
just-
Like, you were fine up until we started broadcasting, and then something changed, and you would start flipping to a giant Skype logo. So I don't know. Oh, now you're big. Oh,
Is that
yeah.
better?
That's I'm thinking so. Let me shrink you down.
Okay.
Hang on. Or
I just
we go
I
the
just
other way.
switched sources. I just switched sources. See if that fixes it.
Oh, I had you really big. Hang on.
No, I don't want to be the big one. You could be the big one.
Okay.
I want to be the little one. Okay.
Jesus watching over all of us. He's the king, the commander. Okay, let's shrink it down.
My peasant and subjects. No.
That's like 1984, Ed. You're watching this live, everybody. This is amazing. I love this. This is
It's
fun.
my fault. I blame
No,
you.
you're good. We got it down. Oh, I get to see all your
I
beautiful
blame
faces now instead of
myself.
Skype corporate logos. Technology is so strange. I can't wait till I can have a studio and just have you guys at a desk and someone can just flip between everything through OBS and just
That would be
whatever. We
nice.
can just shoot the shit in real life. Someday, guys. Someday.
It's easier.
So fourth
I
was
tried
good.
flying my drone too, and I crashed it for the first time ever.
You just
twice.
went to Skype a logo again. Twice? You crashed yours.
Oh my
God.
gosh. Is it better
Yeah.
now? Am I good?
No. You should open the stream.
All right. I'm gonna look at your stream. Real
Look at
quick,
this.
and I'm
Look
gonna-
at the stream, and you will see. You just flash of blue.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything different. Like it's like I'm looking at the stream and I see me.
For now, yeah. But
I see
something will.
me on your stream. No, I swear to you, I see me on your stream.
No. For now, you are, and then something will change, and you'll just become this massive blue Skype logo. It's great.
And the weird thing is, I've done nothing different.
All right, you
Dude,
just watch.
I blame Skype.
I
You know
do
what?
too. I do. I mean, I blame Mr. Microsoft really
It's
for
Skype.
everything.
Okay.
Mr. Skype.
All right.
What
am,
if-
I,
what if
am, I,
Skype?
am I good now? Am I
You're
not
good-
a blue
you're
logo?
good for now. Yeah.
Okay.
You're good. Don't touch anything. Don't
I
breathe.
swear to God.
Don't
I,
eat.
you know what?
Don't.
I'm just going to
sleep.
do the whole rest of the podcast like this.
There you go.
So you don't see my hands
No
anywhere
voice command,
else.
so you have to take your mouth off.
Do that way. How's that?
Someone called. One of my newest producer called the last podcast a little unfocused, and I'm like, yeah.
We weren't focused enough? Okay.
No, yeah.
How is it Okay, that's a random one.
Yeah. It's a little unfocused for his taste. So 4th of July, that was good. I don't know, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, as I get older, it just, all the holidays, I don't know. I'm just less excited. Someone made a comment on my Facebook today, or I read it somewhere. They're like, taxes are your subscription to the country you live in, and childhood is the free child.
I saw that on like Reddit or something like that.
All right, now you're a
And
logo.
I didn't touch anything. Not one thing.
Yeah.
Hold on. You know what? I think there might be a battling thing here. Hold on 1 second.
Potentially. Yeah, you saw it on Facebook or Reddit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, damn, I was like, when you put it like that, that's kind of true. And then, of course, we complain about all these subscriptions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But there's just so many.
But living in the U.S. is the biggest subscription of all.
Exactly. You gotta get your WandaVision on.
Right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, so you just spoiled something. Thanks.
There. Well.
I'm just kidding. I haven't seen
I haven't seen it at all either. What we have seen, though, is the new Zack Snyder film, Army of the Dead. It's a zombie movie. I put in the premises, the new Netflix zombie movie by Zack Snyder that sucks. And Kelly's seen it. I've seen it. I know you'll see it at some point, or maybe hopefully not after.
So,
well, we're gonna discuss
doesn't
it.
that have that former WWE wrestler in it? That
Batista?
That Dave Batista?
Yeah.
Isn't he in that?
Yeah, Dave Batista. Given the right material, cool dude, because he's Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was the replicant in Blade Runner 2049, and he was amazing in there. He's been in a number of things, but he is just Zack Snyder co-wrote the script, I believe, and with the original one, the Dawn of the Dead remake that he did in 2004, like started his career. I think James Gunn wrote it, so dramatic. Obviously, it's a lot better. But Zack Snyder wrote it, directed it, produced it, and shot it. And so he's here shooting this film with these really wide apertures. There are these flawed cameras. Everything looks like it's in a vignette. It is one of the ugliest films you will ever see, because everything is really shallow depth of field. Everything is blown out in bokeh, and it's dark. Like, everything is dark because it's Zack Snyder. And it's an awful film. It's 2.5 hours long. It goes on way too long. At least they could have cut an hour out of that movie, and it would have been dramatically better and an hour shorter. And so
editing is your friend.
Editing is your friend. Everything is your friend. Netflix just gave him a sack of money and said, make a movie. And he's like, I can make zombie movie. And so he did. And it was an awful, awful experience. Kels, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, everything about that movie was just bad. Like, I mean, everything was like, it was like just the plot, like the whole like quarantine right next to the enclosure that they're going to be bombing, and it's like, why is it so easy to like get in and out, and like like everything was just messed up. Like, they had like little kids all at this thing. It's like, there's no way the quarantine zone would be right there when they had to build this crazy wall. And then the whole thing at the beginning, like, I was like, what are they trying to do with this, like, Zombieland-esque style thing where they just, like, everybody was, like, everybody was holding a picture of, like, them in the better days or something. I was like, what is going on here? It's like, it was so weird. And, I just didn't, I don't know, like, everything, like, the continuity and the timings that they were using on everything was just so bad that I just was like, I was trying to track it, and I was like, okay, maybe I can just try to enjoy a shitty zombie movie. But I mean, it was just, you couldn't really enjoy it because it was like, okay, you got to go do this, and gonna fly over here, but they're like instantly there, and like, or like it, they have like there's time involved, right? And then
Right.
because it's like there's something's gonna happen in like 3 minutes, and then there's this longer scene that you're watching that's longer than 3 minutes, and you're like, wait, hold on, how is this possible? Like, I can understand shortening the time, but showing it longer than the time that you have, and then like it was really weird.
There was a point where one of the characters is Jace, your giant logo. They're down in the vault.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna shrink you down. There we go.
I've done nothing.
Nothing. You switch to a big camera mode at some point. There you go. You're tiny.
I can just turn it off if you want.
I just don't know what changed. Like, we were cool until we started recording, then Skype starts flipping out. I don't know. I don't know if it's like detecting your face or whatever. I have no idea.
It's detecting your face and then turning into a Skype logo. It's like censoring you.
Yeah, there it goes right
Being
there.
censored, restricted.
Yeah, but they're down in the vault, and one of the characters points out, because there's these dead, like just destroyed zombie dead corpses laying next to the vault, and it's like, hey man, maybe like this is a time loop or something, and maybe we're just the latest ones, because they're wearing all the same stuff that the current, Batista and crew are wearing, and
yeah,
as soon as they bring it up, it's like, whoa, that would be a really cool thing to base a zombie movie on. And then he sets off a demo charge, and the movie never mentions it again. And that's
exactly.
That's entirely this movie is, let's bring up some really cool ideas, and then fuck it. Gone. They're dead. It's over. Army of the Dead, we just shot you up. Bang, bang.
The biggest thing that killed me is like, so they're hired by the guy who owns the casino to get money from his vault, and like they give them the card key access, but they don't give them the code or the combination to the vault. Like, what? Why?
Yeah,
like, it's this guy's vault. Like,
no, you gotta have this quirky German comic relief, the Gottdammerung, who's totally infatuated with this safe. Who has to sit there and hand scribble out lockpicking lawyer instructions on how to, resolve these knobs to get this thing open. And then the enemy, the big bad, is just some elite soldier dude, and he runs the place, and there's zombies, but then there's alphas, and they like try to do this like hierarchy thing, and it's just
it sounds like Resident Evil.
Kinda, but without all the bad special effects. Actually, some of the special effects in here are pretty bad.
They are.
Some of the they just look really cheap.
Like helicopter stuff, like at the end.
The best special effect, honestly, is probably them inserting Tig Notaro into all of her scenes, replacing Chris D'Elia, who was accused of some bad sexual misconduct.
They did that? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they replaced all of his scenes with Tig Notaro, and they inserted her at the cost of however many millions of dollars. I think they shot over 14 days to insert her into the film after they'd filmed everything else.
I had no idea. Are you serious? So
that sounds so disjointed, man.
Yeah.
What? I wouldn't have guessed that. Honestly, like watching it, I wouldn't have ever thought.
Honestly, like that's probably the most sensical thing. That's probably the best thing they did in that whole movie is inserting this actress that you didn't even know was being inserted.
That was their after budget for production and post production. All the other stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And they couldn't go back and retouch or do any other effects because they had to remove this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
yeah, because I thought she was one of the best characters until.
I agree.
So I'm really surprised. That is crazy.
Like now you probably want to go back and see the cut with him in it, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Like I want to watch. Like I kind of want to watch it again just to see. Like, if you can see it, like where people are like not watching them or not tracking properly or something like that. But I didn't notice any of that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you're going to look and you're going to like sometimes it looks weird. Sorry, I had to finish my Mountain Dew here. Sometimes it's weird looking and it's like, oh yeah, obviously they put her in. But if you didn't know, which obviously you didn't, you're not going to notice anything because it just looks like CG because most of the film is, CGI backlight anyway. Yeah. So, they would build part of a set and then, just fill in like they do with every freaking movie now. It used to be just Sky Captain doing that stuff, and now every single movie is doing it. So, whatever. Awful movie. Don't watch it, or watch it and let us know how bad it is.
So
in the comments below.
Yes.
I also saw that The Army of Thieves is coming out too, which is the prequel to this movie.
Oh, yeah. I'd read something about that. It's like based around the German dude.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw it's coming out like soon on Netflix.
I think I'd seen an article about that. I described Army of the Dead to one of my coworkers as it's like Ocean's 11, but a lot less fun and ugly and dramatically less funny and a lot less memorable. Like there's a minute and a half of this dude being mauled by a tiger for no other reason than Zack Snyder wanted some dude to be viciously mauled by a tiger.
That sounds cool, to be fair.
It sounds, but it just keeps going, and it just keeps going. And this movie's already going on so long. Like, even the entire lead up to how the zombie dude gets out is just like, oh god, the most pedantic. It's like playing a really long tutorial for a very mediocre to bad movie or game. It's like, I spent 3 hours learning mechanics so that I can do bullshit.
Yeah.
So, would not recommend. And it sounds like maybe the same for you, Kels.
Yeah. Definitely not. Yeah.
There's better Zack Snyder movies out there.
Yeah.
Are there
like Superman?
Are there Go ahead, Kelly.
I don't know. Like I had I'm trying to think of I've never seen Sucker Punch, seen 300, never seen Superman.
300 was
Superman.
good. I liked 300 and I saw Superman.
Man of Steel.
I liked them both. Yeah, Man of Steel.
Oh, Man of Steel. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Didn't see the second one with Batman.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
The Man of Steel I thought was actually okay. It was like very dramatic in terms of how much destruction every single scene had to have. Like, now we're blowing up half of Smallville. All right, now we're blowing up half of Metropolis.
Destroying the Sears building. How dare you?
Yeah, it was
Sears.
like ridiculous.
But you know what? That's the one thing that I think is Zack Snyder's niche, is that he's always known for very action-oriented movies. At this point, it seems like he focuses a lot on that, and it's like this dark look to it. Because,
Yes.
It's a stylized kind of thing, just like 300 was very stylized as well, which I still think 300 is a great movie. I liked Man of Steel. Sucker Punch was... we were talking about this earlier. The visual effects were amazing. That dragon dude in that movie looked so cool, but the story just took me out of it. It was kind of like what you were describing with this movie.
Yeah.
It was confusing. Like, it didn't know where it wanted to go.
What it wanted to do.
Yeah. Like, how are we tying this up? And then the twist ending was at the end, and you're like, oh, that's what happened?
What a twist!
What a twist!
That
was like, what a twist! And that's that's kind of what it sounds like. I don't know if this movie was similar in that, but it sounds like it's kind of the same thing. Like very
honestly,
formulaic.
Jace, I would recommend you probably watch this. It sounds like it's kind of up your
want
alley.
me to, I will watch it, and we could circle back to this
I think
next
we can circle
episode,
back.
and I could.
Yeah.
At the beginning, maybe I'll talk about it and say how I felt about it. I'll do that. That'll be my homework for this week.
There's your homework for
Thanks, Teach.
for number 5. Is we're gonna you're welcome. But extra credit if you can whatever.
I was gonna say,
Kels,
for both of you guys, while you're watching something on Netflix, you got to watch Fear Street, 1994.
Fear Street, 1984. Okay, I saw it in my.
It's good.
I did one of those things this past weekend where I opened up Netflix. I'm like, I think I'm in the mood to watch something, and I open it up, and I flip through, I don't know, 3 or 4 marquees, and I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna watch YouTube. I'm just like, it's too much of an investment. I
was just like, as soon as I saw it, and then I was like, wait, R.L. Stine, like Fear Street, and it's rated R. I was like, oh my god, I gotta watch this. This is like they made it just for adults, like our age.
They had the Fear Street books when we were like 3rd and 4th grade. Like they were the adults Goosebumps.
I didn't realize that was actually based on that. That's crazy.
I didn't either. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Fear Street books were only supposed to be like teenagers. They weren't supposed to be adult books. Goosebumps is like preteen.
Yeah, but Goosebumps is like kids.
Well, that's what I mean, like kids, preteens.
Yeah.
And then Fear Street was like teenagers, like edgy, us, edgy teenagers.
Edgy.
I remember there were a couple, like, the ne'er-do-wells in our students that were like, I get to read Fear Street, and they talk about sex. And it's like, you don't even know what that means, dude. You're
delinquent.
10. Seriously. Whatever, you don't understand. And then you go get detention for some stupid thing, whatever. So, all right.
Yeah, so you guys gotta watch
put that in there.
And we'll talk about that, yeah.
Yeah. Is it a movie or is it a show? Or
it's a movie. So there's 3 movies. So last Friday, 1994 came out. This Friday, so tomorrow, 1976 comes out, or 77. And then the Friday after that, like 1666 comes out. So it's like following the same.
1666.
Yeah, it takes you all the way back to the origin
of Fear Street.
Of this Fear Street stuff.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Yahoo, I didn't circle back to this from 14 minutes ago. Netflix has a Cuphead show coming, as well as their Dota, Castlevania, Dragon's Dogma, and Witcher animated shows.
He-Man animated by Kevin Smith.
There's a Resident Evil one too.
That looks good.
Latter-day Kevin Smith.
Are you going to start hating on Kevin Smith? We're going to fight? Are we going to fight?
We might have to. Let me get my blade. Where's my knife? Hang on. I got my multi-tool here.
Whoa. Let's focus. Okay. We'll talk about Kevin Smith next podcast, and we will have a discussion about it.
I unfortunately have lost my 10th anniversary Clerks DVD. And I'm really mad at that because both Jeff O'Halloran and Dante, I can't remember his name offhand, but Dante and Randall are both going to be at the Colorado Springs Comic-Con next month. And I'm like,
dude.
God, if you two could sign my DVD 10th anniversary copy of Clerks, I'd be so happy. But also getting autographs and pictures and stuff with celebrities at Comic-Cons and stuff is almost entirely bullshit. It's expensive, and then you're spending hours and hours and hours queued up to get that stuff, and so just like wander the fucking floor. Like,
wait. No, I can't wait till next week. So when did you think Kevin Smith fell off? At least tell me that much. Kelly, I see your face.
I don't know what Kelly's answer is. We both disagree on. We both, and maybe we probably disagree too. Jace is. I hate Red State.
You know what? We could talk about Red State. I didn't super care for that, and I will agree with you. Like everything after Dogma was kind of like.
I liked Zack and Miri.
That's a good.
I really liked Zack and Miri, and I know that it's kind of like a take on the Apatow thing, but we went and saw Zack and Miri in theaters. We saw Cop Out in theaters.
I was gonna say Cop Out.
Yeah, and then we saw Red State on VOD, I think, and Cop Out was a nightmare of a movie.
Well, but you know what? He talks about that, how hard it was for him to work with Bruce Willis.
You know what? I get that entirely. It sounds like every movie that Bruce Willis is in is a fucking nightmare to work with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
But Cop Out.
Well, what did you think of Clerks 2?
I liked it. I liked Clerks 2.
But it's nostalgia. So, I mean, you're going to like
that's actually, honestly, that's probably it. It's probably mostly, I haven't seen it. I saw it in theaters when it came out.
Yeah. Like Jay and Silent Bob, Strike Back. It's good, but I haven't seen the reboot.
I have, and it is hot trash. I fucking hate that movie.
Everyone keeps telling me it is awful.
It is
and I'm
worst.
afraid to watch it.
It is
because I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. So.
It is like everything that you don't like about Kevin Smith, and then he's just like bathing himself in this like self ultra referencing. Like he references everything in the Askewniverse, and I mean I wasn't the biggest fan of Strikes Back. Personally, but Reboot is just dog shit awful. Just worst. I hate that movie so much.
Well, I think Chasing Amy is probably one of my favorite movies.
I don't even like Chasing Amy that much. Like,
really?
I know everyone's like, man, I love Chasing Amy. It's just its most humanizing. It's exactly where I was at in 1997 as a teenager exploring sexuality and all that stuff. And I watch it, and I'm like,
talking about a three-way. Okay, who's doing that? Okay, if that's something you relate to. That was me, man. Finger cuffs. That was me. Like I don't know. It's just, oh god.
We'll have to bring it up some point. But well, I'm glad you like Chasing Amy, Romega. Thank you.
Chasing.
I do appreciate that. Kevin Smith does too.
Mallrats.
I think as Kevin Smith started to
do not be with me on this.
What?
Mallrats is a classic, and
I haven't seen Mallrats. I hold to this day that Clerks is his best film.
Watch Mallrats. It's actually good.
Okay.
Jason Lee is fantastic in the movie. I like Jason Lee too because My Name Is Earl. He was great in that show,
and he was good in Clerks too for that cameo that he had. You know,
but watch Mallrats.
All right, I'll watch Mallrats.
A setup for that. So
I watch. We have an interview. We did the Noobs premiere almost a decade ago now. Kelly was the cameraman, and I was the interviewer, and we got to talk with all these, like Adam Sessler and Cliff Bleszinski, a bunch of people. Ron Livingston actually like bounced around us, like around all the standees to like not talk to us. He had like a little posse or something. It's like, I don't fucking want to talk to you guys. I'm not part of this movie. I'm just here for a friend. But we got to talk to Jason Mewes, and as soon as I said anything, Jason Mewes, he pointed Kelly toward him, and he just went, flesh eating zipper, blah blah blah,
He's great. I love Jay Mewes.
he was in promotional mode. We've got an interview on our Flesh Eating Zipper channel. We'll put a link somewhere, probably in the Discord.
You know he streams on Twitch, right? Like every day now.
What else is he gonna do?
That's what I'm saying.
Waiting for Kevin Smith. Like, all right, man, when you bring it back, Jay,
They do tours, and they do that whole thing where they go and they have like discussions with the fans, and they just go to all these different locations.
Honestly, Kevin Smith is at his best when he is just on a stage and he doesn't have any bullshit going on, and he is just telling anecdotes. That is the best. That is the best Kevin Smith right there. And I've wanted to do to like go to like a conversation with Kevin Smith.
Yes, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe when he starts going around, I think as soon as he started doing weed and like everything started being a trip or whatever he's doing, like. His stuff just fell right the fuck off.
I think he kind of fell back in a more producer role because he was the executive producer for that movie Yoga Hosers with
No,
his daughter.
he wrote
Was
and
he?
directed it too.
Did he write direct?
He was.
Was
Yeah,
that-
that's him.
Okay,
that
maybe
is
I-
100% him.
Maybe I got confused with that one. I haven't seen that, so
I've only
I
heard the
haven't
worst
seen it.
things. That and
Yes.
the one before that, Tusk. Tusk.
I haven't watched Tusk. People have said good things about Tusk, but I haven't.
They're
seen
not
that.
telling me them.
It's almost like maybe I don't want to watch them because I look back to the past fondly, and I'm going to be like,
it's like maybe I don't
want
want to ruin this.
Right, because I know he was directing episodes of TV shows like Supergirl and Green Arrow, or Arrow rather. I'm sorry.
He was actually scheduled at a point to direct an episode of Battlestar Galactica.
Dude, that would have probably been good.
Yeah, they talk a lot, so like, hey man, so like I know the Silence are after us, but like, what do you think about doing the doobie? Like, have you heard of a try job before? You know, like it's like a Cylon.
Pigeonholing him in weed, dude. You're just pigeonholing him in the weed.
I know it. Yeah, yeah. Space weed is really gonna help us find the Earth or whatever. You know, find the mythical planet. Anyway, so apparently he like voluntarily is like, man, I can't. You guys have made this show in this style, and I can't do that. I'll mess it up. So I mean,
it wouldn't mesh. But
right. Yeah,
I like what they're doing with He-Man, and I'm interested to see how that's going to look because it's the same studio that did all the animation for the Castlevania series on Netflix, which is excellent, by the way. If you want a good watch, that's a great series. There's like 4 seasons, I think. But it's back to the old school, I think, He-Man they're talking about, like down to the emblem, like because they didn't have the rights to the older cartoons because somebody called them out for it, and it was kind of interesting. But I haven't seen it. I don't know when is it released yet.
I have no idea.
But I'll watch that, and I'll definitely say something about it.
Yeah, I know they had the trailer. I didn't watch the cartoon.
That I am. I will probably watch it because it looks like anime. So
yeah, I didn't watch it originally, so I don't know. And then it's Kevin Smith. When's the last time that guy wasn't making just complete bullshit? You know.
Oh my god.
Hang on, Netflix, and then we'll move on here. Trailer 2021. I don't know. No one's telling me right away. July 23.
Okay.
So a little over 2 weeks.
I will watch that.
A little over 2 weeks. All right, let's get into gaming. I have a Chiron for that. I don't know why that didn't update, but who cares? The Steam sale. I don't know how many Steam sales there are now. I remember when it was like 1. But they've got all these Steam sales now, and apparently we all got away with not buying anything. Jace, you bought me Starbound.
That was the only thing I bought.
Rain
as a present.
Rain
I bought
gifted
a present.
me.
So not for myself.
Yeah, nothing for you. You didn't get anything
Yes.
for yourself.
No,
but
I
usually
did not.
it's a let me buy 10 games
Yes.
and not ever play them. Hang on, I've got my wish list because when I get the email that's like 8 of the items in your 8 long wish list are on sale, it's like the sale
that just
started.
ended today too. It just ended today.
Yeah. Where's my wish? I have 10 in my wish list, and time and time again, I look at my wish list. It'll be on sale. It'll be like 900% off. Like they're basically paying me to pick it up. It's like, I don't know. Like I'd have to click a button, and you have to go through the whole checkout process. It's like it's a gift for me, not for anyone else. Yeah,
so painful.
It is. I've got Super Hot. It's been on my wish list since November of 2016.
Why
what?
Why Super Hot?
Super Hot's a really cool game, as I understand it. I just don't ever want to buy it. Alien Isolation, Project High Rise, RimWorld, which looks a lot like Prison Architect.
RimWorld was on sale, and I missed that?
Apparently.
Damn.
You gotta wishlist that. Eco, Northgard, Return of the Obra Dinn, XCOM Chimera Squad. That thing was like $10 or something. I didn't pick it up. Kind of feel A little rhyme
Feels
about
bad,
that till
man.
next time. Rain on Your Parade, which is something that a friend of mine actually co-developed. It's like, unfortunately, it's like an hour and a half long game, and I want to support indie developers, but if I can't, if I get it done in a stream on Tuesday in the green room, we did Watch Dogs 2, and it barely ran with the OBS, but it was honestly, Watch Dogs 2 was like 1,000 times better than the first game.
Didn't play it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the first one?
No, the second one.
Oh, but you played the first one?
Yeah, but I mean,
Second one's a billion times better.
Oh, okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's a billion. Like immediately, you're
Well-
like, oh shit, this is great.
It's so weird because all these games are on sale. I think I have in my Epic library because they just keep giving you games.
Giving
for
you free games, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, oh, Celeste is on sale? Oh, wait, I already have that. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like all these other games that I was interested in, I already have them, just on a different application
A different
Buy-
launcher
place.
with
I
no
guess.
friends in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah, there you go. Fortnite on Steam sale.
Yeah.
Wasn't that on? No. Yes. Wasn't it? Fortnite was on Steam at a point, right?
It was until they got the Epic launcher, and then it moved to the Epic launcher, kind of
Yeah.
like they moved Rocket League
Yes.
over to the Epic launcher as well. Like they pulled some games back to them.
So I was.
So it's almost
So I was
weird.
gifted Master Chief Collection. Speaking of which, and when you boot that up, it brings up an Xbox login, so that you sign
Really?
in with your Microsoft thing, and then it's got your avatar and stuff like that through Steam. So I've put in enough time with Halo. I'm going to be playing that co-op with my brother at a point, and then when we get to 3, we'll bring and Reach. I don't know if we're doing Reach. We'll do Reach some point. You could do 4-player co-op, and then we can bring people in there. But I've done just enough to install the single-player components of the first 2 Halo games, and that's as far as I've gotten with Master Chief Collection. Obviously, streamed Watch Dogs 2. That was a gift. Thank you, Yahoo. And then Horizon Zero Dawn. I've put about
Great
2
game.
hours into that. I'm enjoying it so far, and Kelly, I think you can relate to this as well. It's got the thing with us. It's the prestige open world like narrative dually bobber thing where they introduce the characters, they set up the setting, right, and then they bring you to gameplay. They teach you 1 or 2 mechanics, and then they switch you back to the story. And you're like, here's another character, or here's a flash forward, and then you go back to gameplay and you learn like 1 or 2 more mechanics, and then after a couple hours, they finally like kind of open it up to you like just a little bit. So I'm 2 hours in. I just beat the Sawtooth, which is one of the big early nasties that you start to learn. You have to use your tools with, and. Like, I'm enjoying the game. I want to play more, but I'm like, I don't really care that much about the story so far.
It's good. Keep up.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
and
it's really good.
The gameplay's not really grabbing me. Like, it's not like
So-
I have to go play. Like, the combat's not really. I
Do you
feel
think
like
it's because of the port from the PS4
No.
to PC?
No, I don't think so at all. I
Okay.
think the port is excellent on here.
Because
It
I
runs-
played the PC version, so
Yeah, it runs silky smooth on this machine, even though it's a little bit older. It looks good. There are parts where it looks. There are parts where it looks like a pre-rendered cutscene. It's so good, and then there are parts like when the lighting gets a little special, like it's sunrises, sunsets, and stuff like that, where it just looks like a bunch of 3D models that are lit, like that uncanny valley thing you see in like action games where it's like it doesn't look quite right.
yeah.
It doesn't quite seal the illusion. But I'm not complaining really about that. But the way that it's backing and forthing, like I remember I would watch Kelly play Assassin's Creed 3, and that game spends forever like building up everything that you're doing. And I know like there's a lot of Assassin's Creed games that do.
I think
just
3
that.
is when it started kind of taking it down.
Two kind of did that too. I remember like the first game, it kind of throws you in there a bit.
I think I enjoyed 2 the most because I liked the main character.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest reason I liked Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah. I did too, but there was definitely like I'm going to hold your hand for a while and we're going to explain a whole lot of mechanics and explain a whole lot of story, and also there's a future version with a different character. We got to explain that too. Like I remember Kelly gave me Assassin's Creed 4, and that's like the fun one. With the pirates and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Black Flag.
Black
Flag. And I'm playing through it, and I get to the town, and it's constant. Like as soon as you accomplish something, it's like whisking you forward or back or sideways, or like I have to explain this now. I have to explain this now, and it's exhausting. Just how much it has to like flip you back so that you, I don't know, like stay interested or something. Because I'm just like I put an hour or something into it, I think, and it's like I gotta put this down. I can't. This is too much. And then of course, if you put it down, you can't pick it up again, ever. Like Skyrim's the same way. I've talked about that however many billions of times. You can't pick up Skyrim after a month or a week, really.
Because you forget what happened.
You forget everything that you were doing. You forget where everything is at. You forget who these people are. You even forget how to like just play.
Yeah,
that's like the biggest thing for me is those kind of games where they like teach you these mechanics, then you forget when you come back to them. Because that's how I was whenever I stepped away from Breath of the Wild, and I was like, wait, hold on, you can parry? And I had to like look up YouTube videos like, how do you parry mobs? And like, because I completely forgot that was something that they taught you.
Yeah,
you know, it was like you can shield jump. You know, like shit like that. So I completely agree with you. That's one of the things that I wish there was like games that kind of like showed you that. And I can't remember what game it was, but like they would kind of show you like when you got abilities like that, like a little video clip. I can't remember what it was, but you can go back and look at those video clips and see how it worked.
Sure.
Neo and Neo 2 did that. I don't know if you guys ever played those games. They did
some other
that.
Popular ones too. Ruiner does that as well. I'm
thinking videos. Just Cause maybe.
Yes,
like,
Just Cause.
Yeah, I think Just Cause did that too.
I want to say like the third one. Maybe not the second one, but the third one definitely does.
Yeah.
Just Cause 2 was 11 years ago. It blows my mind.
Man, that was on Steam still. I should have bought you Doki Doki Literature Club for you to play, Nick.
I would definitely play that if you got that one.
Yeah, I figured you might. Should have got that. Plus just came out. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Steam sale is just, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm fine as I get older. I don't have time. Like we were talking about MMOs before. Like I don't have the time to just sit there and play. Like I have to be in a mood. There are games that are so good, like Dyson Sphere Program and stuff like that, where I know if I start playing it, that's an entire day gone. And it's like, there are things, man. And then I end up doing nothing anyway, but it's like...
I could have done things, and I laid on the couch and watched...
I watch YouTube videos, exactly. I learned stuff. Yeah, I don't have enough time. I can't be playing all these games. That's why I love playing in the green room, is that gives me an excuse to be like, all right, for 2 hours I'm going to play this game, and, at least I'll be playing something. But I don't really...
Sure. Yeah. But, like, I think the biggest thing for me, like, whenever the Steam sales kind of lost their luster for me, is whenever... it stopped being just Steam Summer Sale, and then started. There's like every time I go to Steam, I don't go to Steam that often, but it's like it feels like every time I go to Steam, like there's a huge sale going on, and I'm like, wait, I thought they only did big sales during summer. So
yeah,
that to me is like, because after like I'd look forward to that. I'd look forward to like, oh, I can't wait till summer, get the Steam summer sale, buy stuff that I'm still not gonna play. But then now it's like I can go there anytime, and there's probably going to be a big sale going on. It feels like, at least, and then I'm just like, well, I don't even play these games. So then there's just like, Steam Summer Sale to me is just kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they have competition now. So, I mean, once they got competition, they had to ramp up and be aggressive with sales because you got Epic. I don't know, is GOG still a thing, or am I?
It is, but it's still a smaller.
Yeah,
and it's like older games.
Yeah, but you have you do have competition.
Yeah.
So so they're just going to go, well, if Epic is having a sale, which they have sales all the time too, then they're probably feeling inclined to do so. But a lot of what I see on Steam are developer sales. Like Bandai Namco will have a sale, or or Team Ninja has a sale, or another company will have like all their games. Like I think Paradox Interactive had one not too long ago. So I think they do a lot of those too, where they're selling certain games. Like the company is like, hey, these aren't performing very well. Why don't you throw a sale up? So
right. No, yeah, and it's, I guess the novelty's worn off or something. I mean, even there's some level of it where it's like, this is something intrinsically unique to me as a gamer. Kaz, welcome to the stream here, buddy. But like, that's something that I can talk about. But now everyone knows what a Steam sales. It's like when you go to the grocery store and something you were gonna buy anyway is on sale, and it's like, sure, I'll pay less for it.
It's become known more as a meme than an actual oh my god event.
Yeah, and I don't know what the solution is. Is it like less sales? Is it deeper sales? Is it like curation? Because the Next Fest thing where they had all the demos a couple weeks back, that was cool, except for when they removed the demos. That sucked. Because if you watched during my birthday stream Vaganza, there was one demo in there that I had rolled for, and the demo wasn't available. It's like, WTF, mate? So we played another demo instead for Terra Nil, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I don't know what the solution is. I'm sure there's a really boring nth review about it somewhere in the future. No, I know. I'm getting the head shaking from Kells. No. We're good. It's all right. All right, what do we got in here? Oh, why did I change that panel? Why am I moving stuff around? We've got the new OLED Switch was announced this week. It's $349. It's got a bigger display. It's got a kickstand so you can lay it down like almost flat. So, for all your hanging out with your buds, playing a Switch around a table, which is something we all do. Getting the nod from Jace. Yep, absolutely.
Oh yeah, in this pandemic, I just go hang out with all my friends and play a Switch. Exactly what I do.
Yeah, exactly. And it's $349. It's out October 8th.
I think it's great because then I can go buy the other one for cheap.
That or they stay the same price, and then you're just.
If they do that, that just feels scummy, dude. I don't know.
And it's not the Pro. There'd been rumors of a Pro upgrade with like beefier hardware. This is a new 1080p panel. Apparently, it's a Pentile OLED panel, which is not arranged as well as what we're used to in other OLED panels. Like even iPhones, I think all of them are OLEDs now, except for like some like the SE or something like that. But that said, I'm still in the market for a Switch. I would absolutely love a Switch. I don't know, man.
I'm just gonna say this: so you're gonna have a new screen. Is it gonna have better pentometers in the Joy-Con?
No.
Are they gonna be able to, withstand some, use and punishment, or is it just going to be more drifting Joy-Cons? To me, this just seems ridiculous because I know we talked about this before, but the fact that these game console manufacturers are putting in cheaper components to bring the price down for the consumer.
Yeah.
Yet you're going to introduce an OLED screen. Ooh, great. But, how great is it when I'm like this and it's like all of a sudden I'm not touching the stick and you're going like left, It's just, to me, I really feel like this is, I don't know, it's almost like, okay, I'm going to say this. It's almost like putting a bow on a pig. You know what I mean? It's still a pig, but hey, there's a bow on it.
Jace
You
did
want
read your mind,
this?
Kaz. Yeah. Yeah, it's
And what's wrong with spending $80 on a new set of Joy-Cons every few months?
seriously. Why are you not made of money?
Oh, right. It's almost as bad as Apple. Like you can almost throw Nintendo in the Apple category.
But
It's
Nintendo's
like,
always
the
been this kind of
prestige.
awful though. Like they've always been this kind of like, if you don't like it, you don't have to buy it.
Your kids are going to want it, so you're screwed. Sorry, Mom and Dad. You're getting a new Switch for your kid because they're going to be like, I want it. And what are you going to do? Cave and get it for your kid. I don't know, man. It just, to me, it feels scummy if they don't decrease the price of the other one, because
the other two. I guess they're going to do 3 SKUs at the original, light, and then the OLED one.
So they're reworking like the handheld and the actual one that goes into the console thing, right? Like,
nope.
When you put it, okay.
Nope. So they're gonna have the 2 existing SKUs, I guess, alongside the new one.
Okay.
So people have been they've been talking about it, and it's not like a new Nintendo Switch. It's a like Switch XL.
Oh, it's like kind of what they were doing with the DS back in the day.
Yeah, like
there's
it's a premium.
Buy it. It's
this
one has a touch screen. It's just
it's not like like GBA to DS. It's just DS to DSL XL, and then that became new DS and DS XL. Nothing makes sense, and everything is hell. So
it's like here's this rusted out shitbox car. I'm gonna paint it with a new paint job. But it's better, right? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, Kelly, but yeah.
I was gonna say, I mean, like if you're in the market for a Switch, like I totally would go with a bigger screen, because I'm one of those people that like I've got my Switch on my coffee table, and I go and I'll pick it up, and then like I'm like, man, this screen is not as big as I want it to be, and then I'm like, let me go plug it in and watch it, and play it on my TV, and then I'm like, yeah, my Pro controller's not charged, and I don't want to use the Joy-Cons on the little cradle thing, so then I just continue playing on my handheld. So I don't know, like it, but I'm not going to go out and buy a new Switch just for a bigger screen. Like, there's no way in hell I'm going to do that. Like, but
I'm kind of wondering like who the audience is for this, because they've sold 84 million Switches so far. It's almost as many Wiis as they've sold, because they sold 114 million, I believe, Wii consoles before that, because Wii just fell off like a cliff, but Switch has some gumption, some there's some stuff there, but like who in my brain of brains, everyone's waiting for the Pro, whatever that is. That's gonna have much beefier specs, the better display, the more powerful games, the better looking games, stuff like that. They're not gonna just buy, like, maybe if they're replacing their hardware or something, they're gonna get this thing. But I don't, like, who's coming out of the woodwork and being like, oh, I need a Switch, an OLED Switch now because this new model is here. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely people that held out. Like, I don't have Switches.
I held out.
Yeah, and then like I was upset whenever they came out with like the refreshed SKU on the Switch that did it, like it bumped up the internal memory or something. I can't remember when they did that a couple years ago. No, yeah, it was like when they released the Lite, there was like the new like version refresh of the main
for the base model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did like just some slight improvements on there, and I was like, damn it, like I kind of want that one. Like I think they like fixed something on the Joy-Cons, but not everything or something. I can't remember exactly what they did. So like I could see people like me, if I really, wanted my Switch and I played it enough, then maybe I'd be like, well, I got the OG, Switch, and I can go for bigger screen
an
or something.
upgrade. Yeah, that's yeah, that's all I can really think of. I mean, but it's $350. Like a Switch Lite, I think is 200, and then I think a regular Switch is 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, 300
But,
for a Switch, and then they've got I think they still got some bundles out there, so you can at least get a game with it. So it's $50 more for the OLED panel, the bigger OLED panel.
When did Breath of the Wild come out?
With the Switch in 2016.
Okay, so I've had my Switch then for almost 5 years then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then but I mean like the thing is like $300, $350 over 5 years is not a lot. Like whenever people buy a new $1,000 phone every couple of years.
But they don't. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
that's what I'm just saying. Like I get where
I don't
people,
buy
like,
my phone. I lease it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
Next Up program.
That's what I do.
That's
kind of what I do.
But it's true. You're right. It's the value, and that's the biggest thing. I agree with you, Kelly. It's the value of it. How much enjoyment over a 5-year period for $300, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
And they're bumping up the internal storage. I mean, we kind of touched on it, but they're bringing it to 64 gigabytes.
So you get a little bit.
So, God, I know. I didn't realize that my daily driver phone only has 32 gigs built in, and so it's screaming at me all the time, like, oh my! And I have 3 different apps at different levels of this system on my phone, where it's like, hey man, I just noticed that you've only got like 5 or 10% of your storage left. Do you want to like delete some stuff? Let me show you a list. Like T-Mobile's got one built in, and then they've got like for shits and giggles, I was like, all right, T-Mobile app, tell me what I should delete. And it's like, all right, here's some apps that you don't use. I'm like, okay, next. But how about you add on these apps? And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want that shit. Like, what are you trying to do? What kind of scam are you running?
You know you want
You guys buy Sprint and your whole fucking thing goes to shit.
Come on, Nick. You know you want Pokemon Go on your phone? Come on.
You know, we were just talking about
On
Pokemon
Pokemon.
Go on the Facebook. Like, I know people have been playing that, but it's like, where did Pokemon Go
still has a following. There's still a following for it, man.
But because of COVID.
For sure. Well,
you just wait for those
Meet
Pokemon
up
to
with
come to your
friends.
house.
Yeah.
You can catch Pokemon at your house.
Yeah, they changed the mode or something on there. And then, like, they were doing another one with, like, Harry Potter or something.
I downloaded it, played it for a day. Sucks.
Just when is their original game gonna blow up? Whatever it's called.
Which one?
Yeah, the future game where there's like 2 factions or whatever.
Yeah, it's the one that everything
cells.
is based on. Niantic's first game.
Oh! I know. What
Ingress.
Yes.
Yes, it was exclusive to Android phones. I think it was like Pixel phones or something, and it was you go to this place and the gameplay didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. And they're like, you know what? Let's take out all the bullshit and put in Pokemon, and then you've got Pokemon. Pokemon Go is just Ingress, and I remember when it came out, it's like, oh god, you took out all my favorite features from Ingress and put in Pokemon. So, but then like 5 people played Ingress, so like who cared?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I remember when we first got that in Phoenix, and we were trying to figure that out, and it was like, here's this red blob over here or something like that. And it's like, okay, cool. What do you do there?
Yeah. And then you have there
like-
was like different controls, and like you had to do different options, but you needed a certain currency or something like that. I just remember
Sounds confusing.
Dogecoin.
that's exact.
You
yes.
needed cryptocurrency.
But Ingress currency.
Yeah, right.
Please transfer 50 bitcoins back when they were fractions of a cent each. To your local supervisor.
Transfer 0.001 Dogecoin.
Ugh.
Yes.
Yuck. God. Yeah, so new Switch. If money were no object, I would buy it tomorrow, but then I'd already have a Switch, so I wouldn't buy it.
Of course you would. Of course you would. Everyone would. It's just the money.
It isn't everything just the fucking money. If it's not the money, it's just the time. Can I just buy time? Can we just watch In Time with Justin Timberlake and Amanda Seyfried again? Can we just watch that and then we we flip each other's forearms over so we can steal each other's time, and we can go to a giant bank vault where it's just time?
When you say Justin Timberlake, I just think of ramen hair. Is that weird?
No.
Back in the NSYNC days when he had the ramen hair, and
God, yeah,
I want some chicken ramen. After I just
it's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
Yeah,
exactly.
What a world. We are so old.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, and Yahoo wanted to. Yahoo was like, dude, you gotta talk about Cuphead. You've played Cuphead, haven't you, Jace?
You know what? I got it on a PlayStation 4 deal.
Ancient
and
console.
Yeah, it's so ancient. If I could get a 5, I would get one. But it's great. I actually co-opted it with my kid, and she enjoyed it, and it was fun trying to get through it.
You gotta co-op it.
It was awesome, dude. I really enjoyed the game. And I kind of know where you're segueing into here. But yeah, it's a great game. I love it.
Yeah, Yahoo's talking about in the chat about how it's the most frustrating game in a minute. And
it is.
And I told him in the Discord, I'm like, that sounds like a game that is not for me in the slightest.
I know I'm showing a little age here, but if you ever played Contra on the NES, the 8-bit system,
yeah,
it was one of those things where if you progressed faster up than the second player, you'd lose life or whatever. It's the same way. It's just, it feels like it's unforgiving in those aspects as a platformer, which I kind of like because I love Contra. It's probably one of my favorite NES games, up in the top 10. But it's just, I love the platforming in it. It's very smooth. Controls are great. Cuphead's fantastic. And then I saw that they're doing a Netflix show for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's really cool because I dig that.
The style.
Yes, the art style is so cool, dude. It's just one of those things where now they just need to make a Hades cartoon and I'll be even happier.
I'm sure it has to be.
That story
did
so well, dude. Like, that game, in my opinion, is one of the modern classics in a long time. Like, it's going to go down as a classic game. It's so good. I could ramble on about how good that game is.
Oh, and I know Rain would have a ton to say about that too.
So, good or bad?
For good, he loves that game.
Oh,
and he's beaten it. However, he's streamed it a whole bunch too.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah, absolutely, Steam and Contra. And Kelly had Contra. I remember as a kid, he had an NES, and I was like, "Yo, we should play this game." He's like, it's really hard. And I'm like, okay, and then didn't play it. And I want to say it came with a collection later, or maybe I got it as like an Xbox Live Arcade deal years later. And I don't know, since I didn't grow up with games from that era, I don't have a nostalgia for them. So playing them, it's like, well, it's an old game. Good.
It's classic. It's great. Even the SNES version of Contra was fun. They just did such a good job with that series. Like that was heyday. It's just the platformers were so good. And then I think, what was it? I can't remember, Nick. Was it last year or the year before when they released that dog shit Contra Corpse or whatever with furries and animals?
Couldn't tell you. I remember they did that. Was it the PS2 version or PS2 version that no one liked at all? I can't remember what it's called.
It was Contra Rogue Corps. It was
Shattered Soldier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never played that one either.
Yeah, apparently no one did, and then they didn't like it.
Yeah, and this game is mixed on Steam, so that tells you something.
Yeah, I remember that game came out, and I had a was going to say something about that. Contra didn't get into those at all. So, Cuphead. I said I will buy that game when I'm buying it off my Tesla game store and plugging in my controller by Bluetooth and playing it in my Model X, because that car has a console that's as powerful as a next-gen console. Yeah.
That's funny. I had a thought and I just lost it.
Yeah.
It may come back. We'll see.
I just kicked it. I just punted your whatever point.
You did. The
goodbye.
Train was choo-chooing down the track, and then dude, it's gone.
All right.
I know I was going to talk about. There was something else I was going to bring up, and I completely forgot about it. But it's fine.
It's cool.
I'll remember for next time, probably.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll talk about it in Discord as well. I'm sure that's when we'll pop up. Well, that's all the gaming stuff we got going on for the evening. Hey, Jace, what you got going on this week? What you got to shout out? What you got to say? Tell the world.
Again, still working on a video. Script writing is fun. You'll probably be seeing a lot more streams and uploads over at twitch.tv/murkypixel. I'll be streaming over there. Probably gonna be Final Fantasy 14 because I'm a weeb. It could be other games. I haven't quite decided yet. Some other things coming up down the pipe, which you guys will be aware of soon. But other than that, that's probably going to be about it, man. Just working on some videos and going to be streaming.
Awesome. Kells.
No TikTok.
No TikTok. Okay.
That's Kelly's.
But Kelly's TikTok is going to be busting over the next week, I'm sure, as we watch Fear Street.
It's going to be busting. No cap. Sheesh.
Oh, yeah.
What you got going on, Kelly? What you got to tell the universe tonight?
Oh, nothing. I don't stream still. Just
so what I'm hearing is I'm going to be starting listen for DJ Mega Kells. I'm going to be playing Contra and Cuphead and whatever else you get. Yeah. Whatever's in your pile.
But I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that though in a hot tub. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit.
Heck, we are a huge fan of not watching hot tubs, but talking about them in a meta-analysis.
Yeah, and then maybe later on I'll drop the TV in the hot tub with me in it or something. I don't know.
That'll get you banned.
Yeah, man.
For life, it'll get me banned from the earth.
You're banned from the earth.
Yeah, seriously, you'll have to reload your last save. Oh my god. All right. I want to thank you guys, my panelists, for joining me tonight. We had a fun time. I know we did. The review is ongoing, and I'm spending basically all next week working on it. So it'll be great. I want to thank you, the viewer, for watching. And if you're watching this in the future, if you're watching this 7,000 days from now, I'm going to send you $10 over Hyper Venmo if you remind me to pay my employees. So just remember that. Like this video if you're on YouTube. I see a couple likes in there. I'm just going to guilt trip you just a little bit. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe. I know you had fun. You made it this far. Of course you did. If you're not subscribed already. If you're on Twitch, go ahead and follow. Please. Join me. Join us. We have so much fun here in the forum. Check out the Patreon. I want to thank my Patreon supporters over to my right over here. They're the ones that help make this all entirely possible. Social media everywhere. Join the Discord. We are constantly having all kinds of fun in that Discord, and check it often because we are always having fun in the Discord. Green Room on Tuesday afternoons now, Tuesday evenings. We broadcast for 2 hours. We're just playing games. I'm clearing out my pile of shame. I think the pile of shame will just get continuously bigger over time. And I will just never run out of games. So the green room has content forever. So we just chill. It's a gaming stream for people who don't like gaming streams. Just check it out. And then next Thursday, come on back. We're going to have some panelists here. I'm going to be talking with people. We're going to have a good old time and just talk about whatever's going on. We're not going to do that, Yahoo. And hey, guess what? I'll see you next time. Enjoy yourselves. Hope you had a great 4th. Pew, 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 pew.